There'll be food and drink and ghosts, and perhaps even a few murders. You're all invited.
When we first went in, one of the people said, "Who are you?" And Tex said, "I'm the devil, and I'm here to do the devil's business."
Hey, everyone, we're back with a new episode.
Yay!
Oh, yay. Oh my God, I pooped.
Yeah, didn't we all go to the bathroom this last time? Or
Yeah.
one of the last times?
Yeah,
This is our 4th episode that we're recording in a day.
In a day.
Sure is. Yeah,
Mark and I
absolutely.
are still wearing the same outfit.
Yeah,
Not me.
From the last 3 episodes.
we are.
I'm wearing an amazing strong shoulder
yes.
blazer
Power
from
woman.
Givenchy. Yeah.
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 Very
It's
nice.
Very military, very cropped.
Love it.
Yes.
Thank
this
you.
is true.
All right, so this is going to be a really fun episode, and it's interactive.
I love a
okay?
good, fun episode. Just like the Scarecrow Village.
That's so fucking good.
just-
Loved it.
You know,
Whimsical.
that's what Bizarre Buffet is about.
Dark,
you
yeah.
have like dark episodes.
Oh yeah.
And then you have like some fun sprinkled in.
Absolutely keeps you on your toes.
So this one's going to be interactive, and it's very much in the same spirit as the episode that we did about the bizarre sex fetishes.
Oh.
Fun.
Right? So this is going to be a lot of fun. So it's basically going to be something called bizarre sounds. And I'm going to play audio
I'm scared.
of something that is really bizarre.
Is it gonna
that
make us
has
lose our minds?
It might. It might. And there's going to be a little bit of like a bizarre backstory to each thing, but it won't be like a whole to do.
But is it going to be like quizzing us again? And
Yeah.
Mark, me and Mark are going to be wrong.
I know.
Yes. I mean,
We're
I don't know.
nervous.
You
We're
guys
always wrong.
We are.
Well, you guys are smart folk.
But we got every single sex fetish wrong the last
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
No, I think you guys can put your brains together on this one.
Well,
and
we'll
make it
try.
happen.
We'll
Hope so.
try our best.
We'll try because I mean, how many idiots did it take to hook up the Bluetooth?
Oh, I
God.
know.
That was
Wow.
yeah.
I was like, our millennial is showing.
Yeah, you should have seen us trying to get Bluetooth to work through
Yeah.
this.
Kind of embarrassing.
It's rough. It's hard out here for a pimp.
Yeah, absolutely. A Bluetooth pimp. Yeah.
So here's like the object of the game, right? So I'm gonna play a bizarre sound or noise that, and it can come from anything. However, like I said, these noises come from the Bizarre Buffet universe with unusual backstories. So I won't be playing something like meow, and it's obviously a cat. I mean, like, come on, right?
Yeah, I'd be good at that game. I
Yeah.
know what a meow sounds like.
I know.
Meow meow.
And then once I play the clip, you guys are gonna guess what it is, and then I will tell you what it is.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Now, is there a specific category that these sounds are from?
No.
So their sounds just
all over the place.
Okay.
Yeah, all over the place. So yeah, I'm not even gonna give a question because I think this whole episode is a question.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You know?
So can people play along who are listening?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So when you hear a sound and Jen and I are trying to guess, you try to guess with us.
Yeah.
Okay, are we ready?
Even
here?
though we can't hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear you, but you can still have fun though.
I mean, yeah.
And let us
Exactly.
know on Instagram what you think it is.
telepathically we might hear you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, here's the first sound. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
Do you guys have any like audio commentary?
It kind of gives me UFO vibes.
Yeah, I want to say it's something in the earth moving.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're thinking like scientific.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're wrong. Yeah,
Like Earth, cosmic,
Yeah.
Yes.
Earth's mantle, UFO.
yeah, tectonic plates.
All right, so let me hit end.
We're both gonna be wrong.
I'm sure.
No, you guys are very close.
Really? Oh my God! What
All
do we
right.
win?
Finally.
Yes.
This, I
Finally,
told you
for
guys,
real.
y'all need to like have some faith in yourself.
Because you gotta have faith. Another George Michael.
Another
Right.
George
Yeah.
Michael
Yeah,
reference.
Absolutely.
My dead husband.
Yes,
okay,
right.
From
so,
when you were 3.
From when he was 3.
From when I was 3 years old. So that eerie recording is recording from planet Saturn.
Oh, wow. See?
So we were kind of close
were
with the like
very-
UFO space.
You were in space.
Planetary.
So we were in
space.
like the right realm.
You were in the wheelhouse.
Okay.
You opened the science book.
Okay.
For this
Okay.
one.
Wow.
So, yeah, so that is the radio like emissions that the planet just naturally like sends out that, you know, scientists or NASA were able to record.
That's really cool.
Right? And so people might be wondering, well, how did they record it? Like, isn't Saturn like, I don't know, millions and billions of light years away?
Yeah, like totally.
So what they did is they just took a microphone and no, they did not. So, so how they recorded it was through data sonification, and it's like the same digital data that gets translated into images via like satellite. You can do with sound.
Oh,
Cool.
So
That is really cool.
that's how they did it, and that is actually how they have photos of Saturn. So when you see a picture of like Saturn or Neptune or any of those like really foreign planets,
Yeah.
it's not like there's like a camera with a lens taking a picture in outer space. It's all done through sound. And through
Very cool.
through the sound radio emissions and stuff, that's how they're able to basically formulate like what it looks like.
wow.
So
never,
weird.
Never knew that.
No.
I know.
See,
Holy
we learn
shit.
something new
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
Bizarre Buffet
'Cause-
every single time.
Because then when you think about it, right, you're like, who took that photo?
Right.
Yeah. When you really take a minute, sit down and question
Right.
it.
And I always thought that. And also in outer space, no sound can travel, but sonifications provide a new way of experiencing and conceptualizing this data. That's why in the movie Alien, they're like, in space, no one can hear you scream.
I love that. You know what I think we should do? Anytime we have somebody new over, we should just play those sounds on a loop and be like, this is the music we like.
Yeah.
Make people really uncomfortable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's
that
like-
would be so funny.
Like, that's when I would play like whale sounds
yeah.
to like creep people out.
Yeah, totally.
All right. So here is
Sound number 2.
sound number
All right.
2.
Are we ready, Jen?
Okay.
I'm as ready as I can be.
All right. Someone's apartment that we know. Oh, this is kind of scary.
This is so freaking cool. It's so cool. Who wrote?
Okay, I feel like this is like some sort of religious ritual.
That is I could see that. That's a really
Like,
good, yep.
Right? Or like some sort of like mating call.
Yeah.
That's how Mark gets me in bed.
Yeah, absolutely. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? That's me getting undressed.
Yeah, some sort of like religious ritual maybe. What do you think?
Um,
I feel like it's too obvious to say they're cat calls.
Okay.
an exorcism.
Ooh, that's a good one too, Mark.
But then I heard that guy's voice talking. He was like, "This is amazing." So I feel like he was
He
watching
was
something,
observing something.
Yup.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say some kind of animal.
Okay. So you guys are very close. It is an animal. It's called a lynx. Lynx.
Yes.
So that is, and like, I didn't know anything about them. I thought the sound was kind of like eerie because it sounds like people screaming.
It
in
sounded
pain.
like actual people
Yeah.
like making some sort of noise. I would have never guessed that it was an actual animal.
Yeah.
But it does sound like something that would be like in a like cult or religious ritual. Like you have people speaking in tongues and
It like kind of
things like
reminded
that.
me of something from Midsummer.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
We were just talking.
We were just talking about that movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's from the lynx and it's part of the bobcat family. And
Love a bobcat.
it's like a medium
My
sized.
favorite.
Round.
Yeah.
It's like medium size, and the name originated in Middle English from the Latin form of the Greek lynx. I don't know what that means. I literally got this from Wikipedia.
Thanks, Wikipedia, for
Yeah.
always helping us.
Thanks,
But-
girl.
They're also, so I guess like part of their name too, it's derived because they have highly reflective eyes.
Oh.
So it's like kind of eerie. A lot of times these noises are described as sounding like a baby crying or a woman with a blood-curdling scream.
What's that? Possessed baby.
Yeah.
Crying, maybe.
And the aggressive calls serve as a substitute for physical combat. So with their large teeth and claws, lynx could easily inflict damage during fights for territory, but instead they call at each other, leaving both uninjured. So instead of fighting, they just yell at each other.
Oh, wow.
And
It's kind of like a drag ball for animals.
animals.
yeah, they're reading each other.
Yeah. We bring it to you every bowl,
really
every
cool.
cat call.
Read the house down, darling. Okay. And 3 distinct calls were noted in a 1998 study published by the Canadian field naturalist. Lynx make long wailing calls to attract mates, low growls to claim their territory, and short barks to locate their offspring.
Oh, the short bark is cute.
Love a good short bark.
Yeah.
So that was number 2. Okay. This one is one of my favorites. 'Cause
Right, everyone.
this one creeps me out.
Why do I feel like it's going to be sexual?
Ooh.
Oh, that's some sort of ceremonial thing.
Some sort of like horn.
It is.
It's not whale calls, are they?
Is this
It
Yoko
could be.
Ono?
It could, or it could. It's either whale sounds or like a horn, like a goat horn,
Yeah.
Yeah.
a didgeridoo.
Love a didgeridoo.
I don't know. It just this thing it creeps me out. So I'm a little fascinated. Is that not like the most
Well, because it sounds
Creepy.
like a
It's actually like giving me a
synthesizer.
little bit of anxiety just
Right?
listening to it right now.
Yeah, maybe we should cut it.
that is totally the point of this is to give anxiety.
Oh,
So what that is,
that's great.
Were we close?
you guys are close.
Like
you're
Lords of
definitely
Salem.
you're definitely like in the wheelhouse. So it is.
At least we're in the wheelhouse this time.
Last time we were in No House.
You guys are slaying.
Yeah, thank you.
So I cannot pronounce this, so I might need help, but it's actually a horn. It is a horn, and it's called an ancient Celtic carnyx. Carnyx.
Okay, I've seen
probably-
the word, but I don't
And
know what it looks like.
aside from like the noise that it makes, the way that it looks is just very like off and bizarre.
What does it look like?
I'll tell you guys. So the ancient carnyx is a wind instrument used by the Celts during the Iron Age between 200 BCE and 200 CE. I know what those
favorite
letters
year.
mean. I don't know what they mean. But they were on trend. So 200 BCE.
Oh my god.
And
Yes.
it was
Love it.
it was a type of trumpet that was made of bronze with an elongated S shape held so that way the long straight central portion was vertical. The bell was styled in the shape of the head of like an open-mouthed boar. So imagine like a tall like trumpet sort of instrument that's shaped like an S and it stands vertically and you're holding it and it goes about like maybe like 8 feet above your head. Where the noise comes out is like a sculpture of like a boar and a wild animal as if that noise is coming out of its mouth.
Okay.
And this was used in warfare to intimidate the people that they were battling.
Their enemies?
Their enemies. Their
Got like some
opponents.
Braveheart vibes going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Insert picture of Mel Gibson here.
Yeah. Problematic Mel Gibson.
and also like the height of it is very intentional because it's supposed to be heard over the heads of the participants in battles and ceremonies.
Wow. Where do I get one?
I don't know. I mean, they have them in like museums. So creepy, right?
Yeah.
All right, so here's the next one. Give me 1 second.
It's another one that's like actually giving me a little anxiety.
Any thoughts?
I think it's weather related.
Yeah.
A twister, hurricane,
tsunami.
Tsunami. I think weather related. Even though originally I wanted to say it sounded like maybe you're in a subway.
Yeah, it kind of
Right.
gave off train vibes.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So weather and subway vibes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
Not the sandwiches.
this is something that actually it happens all over the world. And it is so weird and eerie, especially this one from where it was recorded. So I remember when I saw this on the news, when it happened, I was like, holy shit, this is really kind of spooky and off-putting. So what that was is the sound of One World Trade Center.
Oh fuck.
That's
really morbid.
that
Mark.
recording,
dark.
but the new one, not like the not the Twin Towers, but the new one. So that noise.
So the new what is it? The Freedom Tower?
yeah, is that what it's called? The Freedom
think,
Tower.
Yeah.
So that noise was recorded from the new construction of One World Trade Center. So here's the story behind this. So when it gets windy in Lower Manhattan, residents at one time were reporting hearing strange, high-pitched, ghostly sounds from the top of One World Trade Center. In 2013, this made it to several news sources, and the building was given the name Wailing World Trade Center.
Wow.
Many people in New York City found it very eerie, very bizarre.
Yeah, agreed.
Many also claimed that it could be something supernatural, considering the fact that 3,000 people lost their lives during the 9/11 attacks. And during that time, they were still finishing the construction. So the building wasn't complete yet. So they were still working on it. There was still, like, I guess, scaffolding on the top. And since there were negative spaces in between the floors with no windows, during high-pitched winds, the wind would pass through the building and create these really eerie, like, whistling sounds. So when the way to scientifically, like, explain this is that when the wind hits a structure, alternating vortices are formed at a specific frequency, which can lead to structural vibration and dreaded whistling noises. This is caused by the vibration frequency being the same as the natural resonant frequency of the facade element. Clearly, I got that from Wikipedia because I don't know anything about
Yes,
this
let me tell you a thing or two about a facade element, okay?
Yeah, we love it.
I know
It's like
nothing,
knowing it's like Romeo and Michelle when they knew, like, the ingredient for glue.
Yeah, yeah,
First, you thermoset your resin.
yeah.
Okay, so then also it should be noted that this sort of bizarre phenomenon has taken place all over the world. For instance, one building in Utah is called Whistling Tower. In Brooklyn recently, a new building that was being constructed at 347 Henry Street in Cobble Hill, Brooklyn, they heard whistling coming from that building as well. And people could hear it for blocks on end. And this was caused from the bars that wrapped around the balconies. So when wind would go through these bars on the balconies, it would create this whistling thing. It became such a disturbance in Brooklyn that it made the news.
Wow.
Well, damn.
Are we ready for this one?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yes.
That's fucking funny.
So ready.
Stop.
It sounds like a large crowd.
Yeah, it does. It just sounds like a lot of people talking.
Yeah.
Oh, but now with those penguins,
They might be animals.
yeah.
Like, it sounds like they're screaming.
It,
Yeah, it
Well-
sounds like a crowd of someone or something, like
Yeah.
people or animals.
because it like has that overlapping voice sound, but
Yeah.
then like towards the end it
Yeah.
had that like more like animal. I don't know.
So we're thinking either like a crowd of people
Yeah, but it's
Or-
probably not.
or like a
right?
bunch of animals.
Correct.
Yeah,
Okay.
some kind of animal.
You're both wrong.
People animals.
Finally.
Oh,
Finally,
God
we're
damn,
wrong.
Finally, it's
Well,
Okay.
At least it's just once so far.
Yeah.
So-
not like
Yes.
10 times.
Yeah.
This sound was recorded in the deepest hole in the world.
Oh no.
And we're not talking about my asshole.
Oh my God. Wow. The second deepest hole in the world. Yes, absolutely.
All right, so this is called the Kola Super Deep Borehole, aka SG-13 or SG-3. It doesn't even, because it's so memorable, right?
Yeah.
So memorable.
So I'll just give a quick little background about this hole, this
The
deep
deep
hole.
hole.
Deep hole with the sounds. You
So,
know?
so this is the deepest human-made hole on planet Earth since 1979. Its depth is 40,230 feet, which is the equivalent of 7.6 miles deep.
Wow.
Now, this hole is a result of scientific drilling in order to penetrate as deeply as possible into the earth. They just did it for the sake of
Just
seeing,
because they could.
because they could.
Wow.
But it's interesting because I remember like growing up, there was a book that I read. It was a kid's book, and it was about the theory of being able to dig a hole to China or to another country. And it's like if you were to dig a hole through the earth until you reach the other end, which is actually, it's scientifically like impossible to do that. But theoretically, when you get to the other end, it's like, would you be coming out of that hole feet first or head first?
Oh, weird.
Because like, imagine if you went like, I don't know, like the North Pole and you dug to Antarctica.
I feel like you would be feet
Head.
first.
No, yeah.
Head first.
It's weird. It's like this weird.
Well,
What do you think, listeners?
yeah.
Yeah. Any scientists out there that can correct me?
Yeah. Anybody who's tried digging a hole through the earth,
So,
Let us know.
let us know.
Yeah, let us know. So basically with this, let's see. This, I believe, is in Russia.
Oh.
It's so it was
We've been there.
We've been to Russia many a
been
time.
there.
We have,
So
absolutely.
conducted by the Soviet Union in the Pechkinsky district of Kola Peninsula near Russian border with Norway. They had to stop digging because they just couldn't do it anymore because the temperatures got so hot the lower that they got, because you're getting closer and closer to the core. And like the Earth's core, it's just like a yolk of like hot lava. And I do believe that the Earth's core is hotter than the sun, but I could be dead wrong. I could be totally dead wrong. But I
Any
don't know.
scientists out there,
Yeah.
please correct
Let us
us.
know.
Yeah,
Please, yeah.
drop by.
Please mansplain it.
Let us know.
Or womansplain it to me.
Absolutely.
So they had to stop because the equipment kept melting. So in 1995, the project came to an end because things were melting and they lost funding. Oddly enough, the company left the hole behind and it's abandoned.
Abandoned hole.
An
Yeah.
abandoned hole.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Damn.
they did put a covering over it, but in 2008, it was reported that the cover of the hole was partially broken off.
Aw.
And many people believe that this hole itself is the mouth to hell, which obviously it's not.
No, that's here.
That's here.
In this room that we're sitting in.
Yeah.
This country is the mouth to hell.
and
True.
and people,
This country is going to be the mouth to hell.
Yeah.
it is hell.
Yeah, for real.
So people, hold on.
People, places.
So
things.
people think that those like screaming noises are like the souls of people burning in hell, and the hole was it
Okay.
could be,
Unless then anything's possible.
and the hole was nicknamed the well to hell. Now, just to give you guys a quick sentence as what causes that sound, because it does sound like crazy town. No one has a definite answer, but it could be the microphones being put in extreme heat conditions, and also you have issues with heat and air pressure. So kind of like what happened to the Titan submersible where it like
Yeah.
imploded. The same thing happens when you dig through the earth. You have issues with pressure.
Okay.
So things could like implode. It's also been said that this recording is a hoax. We don't know that for sure, but regardless, it exists. It's spoken about, and it's
Yeah.
it's kind of eerie.
No, it is. And I think regardless, that's what kind of makes these things like interesting
Exactly.
sometimes too, because you're like, well, whether it be real or not, that's part of the intrigue, I guess.
All right, this is the last one.
Ooh, last one.
Last sound in my holes.
Deep hole.
My deep holes. All of them. Christmas.
It's definitely music.
There it is.
Yeah, there it
Maybe
is.
57.
Was it?
So we can agree it's music.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it a choir of farters?
I hope it is.
That would be kind of cool. Okay, so this one it's not as dark as the other ones. Oh, fuck me. I said start the thing at 44 seconds. I knew I left a note for myself. Okay, so this is something called Musical Road. And it is located in
Oh, I've heard of this.
right? It's located in Lancaster, California.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've never heard of it.
You've never heard of it?
No.
So a little bit about it. So the Civic Musical Road was built on Avenue K in Lancaster, California on September 5th, 2008. And it covers a quarter stretch of mile road between 60th Street West and 70th Street West. So if you're in that area, that's where it is. The Civic Musical Road. So they use grooves in the asphalt to replicate the finale of William Tell's Overture. I don't know anything about this classical music. And it was paved. It was paved on the 23rd of September. And shortly after, a lot of the residents locally started to complain because they kept
Too
hearing
loud?
it.
Yeah.
It was too loud.
And the same shit over and over
Yeah.
again?
Yes.
Drive you insane. God. Could you imagine trying to sell your house in that fucking area? Oh, and by the way, the musical road doesn't shut the fuck up.
All day, every day.
All day, every day. Enjoy.
And this is done on purpose. Like this is like an intentional
Yeah.
like art piece, an experience. And there's actual several musical roads in the world. There's one in Russia, one in the Netherlands, Japan, Denmark, more. So they exist kind of everywhere.
That's cool.
And just to put it like to make it easier to understand how it's made, you know when you're like driving on the highway and then they have those like grooves on the end of the roads or the
Yeah.
edges. So if you like are falling asleep and you feel it and it vibrates.
Yeah.
So that's how they created it, but they did it on the road itself
Okay.
in different like I guess patterns
Mm-hmm.
to create that music.
Very
And
interesting.
so what you would have to do is drive on it at a certain speed, which is about 45 miles per hour, to have it play like correctly.
What if the speed of the road is just 45, so it never stops? It just never stops.
So it's basically like vibrations from that create that, which is really innovative. I think it's cool,
It's
you
cool,
know.
but
Yeah.
living in that area would probably be fucking
Yeah,
annoying.
that'd be
Yeah.
a hell no from me. But that is fun.
Yeah. So
Wow.
there you have it. That is the whimsical element of our bizarre sounds.
Yes.
Ended on a high note. And,
Yeah.
and that's basically it. I think I can definitely do more with this sort of topic.
Part two.
Yeah.
Part two.
Down the line.
Down the
Absolutely.
line.
Hell yeah. Well, that was fun.
That was fun.
And who would have thought that like the earth or just the universe could make such
Weird noises.
weird noises that are creepy.
Absolutely.
Did you guys have a favorite one?
Wow. I don't know. Did you, Jen?
Probably.
Yeah, I'll go with that one too. We'll share it. Yeah, I can't really remember the specific details of the others, but it was a lot of fun.
It was.
Yeah, I can say
I had
that
fun,
much.
yeah.
Yeah. That's going to be our new theme song. But yeah, that was great. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Mark.
Thank
my,
you for
my
that.
pleasure.
What made you actually like come up with this concept for an
Yeah.
episode? I'm curious.
Well, I know that I have a lot of fun doing like the interactive ones, you know, where like, you know, like the bizarre sex fetishes
Yeah.
or, you know, crack the case. And I also know too, like whenever I'm trying to come up with an idea for topics and stuff, like I screenshot things that inspire me. And a lot of the things that I notice, I was like, oh, I've have this fascination with things that make like weird noises. So originally I was going to do an episode just on the World Trade Center making the whistling noises. But I was like, but wait, there's more.
Wait,
There's
there's
a
more.
lot of weird things out there in noises. So I was like, let me turn it into a fun, like interactive.
That's really fun. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, me too. Well, let us know if you guys got any of the answers correctly, but from guessing, not because of Googling it, be fair. But, I mean, until next time, like find us on Instagram, on Facebook. Please
YouTube.
subscribe on YouTube, right? Share it with your friends.
All podcasting platforms.
All of them.
Bizarre
Everyone.
Buffet.
Yeah, that's it. And I am Tectonic Plates Moving. Don't know what that sounds like,
And
but
I am Mel Gibson in Braveheart.
love it. Cool.
And I'm Nails on a Blackboard.
Fuck yeah. Love this.
Loved it.